transfer news and latest updates of sporting activities is coming on your way. And if you just join us, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. Gareth Southgate have retired after losing to Spain in the finals. What is the reason? Why did he retire? We have updates of those stories as well. And hey, Napoli have contacted Chelsea for Romelu Lukaku. I seem not to get it. Why Alvaro Morata always get the best team and top club to go, and he is on the news once again, linking to AC Milan. We gives you more updates as it comes latest and latest. And I'm here with Sami Emmanuel as well to give you more of it. And let me know your opinions because in this community, your opinions are highly welcome and it's really important to us. Sami, what is going on? Gareth Southgate, why did he retire after losing or getting to finals for second time without getting that trophy? Is it the criticism are too much or what is really going on?
England, as a football nation, there's a lot of pressure over there. And I want to start in this way. Sources close to me even made me understand that the camp itself was not united due to the exclusion of some players, the likes of Harry Maguire, the likes of Grealish. They said that it caused a stir. So already the camp was not so united, but you have to show it off. And the amount of pressure from the pundits, the amount of pressure from the fans, the amount of pressure from the world on Southgate was too much because looking at the kind of talent he has and him not being able to get the trophy, especially for the second time, I think it got to him. And if you go through this pressure, I think it's just better to sit somewhere and revalue your life. And I think that's what's happened because on the FA gave him an opportunity to take the England national team to where? To the World Cup. But he himself sat down, saw that his time is over and he left. So I think it's a really good decision from him. He should rest.
It's really a good decision for him. Clearly, Ima, a lot of coaches' names have been mentioned linking to England job, including Mauricio Pochettino, Eddie Howe, and the current English under-20 coach, who Lee Castle. What do you make up of that? Were they already aware that Gareth Southgate will retire or what?
I think it's still early days yet. Looking at the names popping up right now, the best fit for me should be Eddie Howe. Yeah, for me, I don't think Mauricio Pochettino can manage these boys perfectly. For me, I think Eddie Howe being an English, I don't know, but I think he's the best guy who understands them language wise, their tradition and everything. I think probably they should just take a look again and maybe consider bringing on Eddie Howe. But it's still early days yet. Maybe other names will come up. But for me, the names that have popped up right now, I think Eddie Howe is in the best position to manage the team.
Emmanuel just said about choosing an English coach. Jimmy Carragher have come out clearly on social media that they need an English or local coach to manage the team. Sammy, do you agree on that as well?
Well, it has its advantage and disadvantage. History has shown us that if you have coaches from your country, you can do all or you might not do all. We have also seen coaches from different countries that come to take a national team and they are doing well. I think because the news is still early, is still sharp, the names that we are hearing are not, I don't think they'll give them the job. It's just rumors going on. But I think in the next coming months, because they need to do a deep search to come out with names. And if they get a local coach, which is good, but then you ask yourself, which local coach is that good to take the England national team? That is the question.
Kylian Mbappe's announcement has been announced today, and a lot of massive crowd was in the Santiago Bernabeu, including their former coach Zinedine Zidane, who we all respect. And for sure, we all saw that. What do you make up of that announcement? Is it something that maybe they are just trying to, because the Euros performance, I thought maybe it could have affected the announcement, but then you really see the crowd and you think, wow, maybe people are still believing in Kylian Mbappe after the Euro.
Yeah, you just have to understand Madrid itself is a big brand. Kylian Mbappe too is a big brand, so I'm not surprised this whole thing is becoming like a festival or a celebration. It's finally Madrid got their boy. It's been long overdue. They've been talking about this guy for about years now. Every day Mbappe signing for Madrid. Sometimes he extends his contract with Paris Saint-Germain. Finally the Frenchman is in Madrid. So let's see. how it goes with his performance and everything. You can't we can't question his ability on the field. He's just a good player. We just hope to see if it will just reflect in the Madrid squad. We saw players like Eden Hazard joining the team and couldn't perform due to injuries and other stuff. So we just hope and pray for him that he will just be in the best of shape to help this Madrid team. But Real Madrid is a big brand, and Kylian Mbappe too is a big brand. So for this unveiling and the news circulating him, it's just normal. It's Madrid and it's Mbappe, so you have to understand.
Yeah, it's Mbappe, and you have to understand. And he saying that he has been, for so many years, he has been sleeping and dreaming about playing Real Madrid. It's so fantastic and so nice for him to actually seeing his dream come true today. And for sure, Sammy, I was dodging the question to Ima because Ima is an Arsenal fan, and Cole Palmer actually just talking about Watkins. He has been begging Watkins to resign from Aston Villa and join him at Chelsea. Is it because of the link that they make to score that goal in the Europe, or it just seems Watkins to be at least an ideal striker for Chelsea?
Yeah, so one thing you should know about football that many people don't talk about is the connection. That's on and off the pitch. If you have been able to build a friendship with someone, it really helps on the field. We saw what they both connected to do on Euros to win the game against Netherlands. And now he feels like this guy is someone that I can do something with, I can play with. Looking at the striker role in Chelsea, I think having someone like Watkins will be an upgrade, if I'm not mistaken, will be an upgrade, and having the creative mind of Kopama, that would be very brilliant. But I don't see it becoming possible because it's going to be very difficult. It's not possible. But then who knows? We are still in a transfer window, and let's see, maybe it might happen.
The transfer window, and let's see, it might happen. Alvaro Morata moved to AC Milan. I thought maybe he could have go to Arab world or maybe US to actually, or China to actually find money. But see him actually linking to a big club. And since Morata, his early age up till date, we've been seeing him going to top clubs. And up till date, is it because of the agent, or he's just a real ideal striker and very good for top clubs?
Yeah, I think Morata's agent is one agent I would love to give my player to if I had a player, because the guy, he gets lucrative deal for the player, and he's never played like a team with low profile. From Real Madrid to Chelsea to Atletico Madrid, now going back to
Juventus as well.
Juve, going back to the Serie A with AC Milan. The guy has been playing for big teams all his life, and for me, Morata is not a grade A player, maybe grade B, but he has this striker's abilities. Not that good, but he can give you an average performance and maybe about 15 to 20 goals a season. It's not that bad, but I don't know what he is going to add to the AC Milan setup. I think they also lack a center forward in the person after Zlatan leaving the scene. They've not had like a center forward. Lukaku went there, it worked out for the team. So maybe they will just try Morata too and see. And AC Milan too, they are not having a bad team like that with Leao on the left and Pulisic on the right. He can just do something for the team. It's not that bad. Let's wait and see. I'm just hoping to watch a lot of teams in the upcoming season with like teams like Real Madrid, AC Milan. They are making deals and they are strengthening their team. Yeah, we'll just wait and see. The season is just around the corner.
Chelsea have made their decision on Victor Osimhen. Actually, they are looking forward before they enter the deal. They want to see the package of the player drastically reduced before they can go in for that player, including like the salary, the commission fee, and also maybe the transfer fee. Do you think they are right on?
Yeah, Chelsea, the owners of Chelsea is a businessman. And as a businessman, you should always look at the profit side. And that is one thing that Chelsea fans should thank Todd Bowley for. He's doing so many good deals that I think if it was in the past, it wouldn't have been so. But then looking at Osimhen's issue, I think the contract of Napoli, it was a bit hyped. So in order to get this kind of player, you have to break down everything and make sure that it's going to form into the wage bill. Make sure that it's not going to cause any FFP rules. All these things should be considered. And I think Chelsea is doing a very great job with that. And if he's been able to lower and do everything, everything is on the green light, I think he'll be a good addition. But until then, everything needs to be checked before adding to the wage bill.
Romelu Lukaku, Napoli have actually entered into the deal, even though Chelsea is willing to give out not the release clause as it says, but then Napoli are optimistic of landing the player for Conte. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I
And
think
as
I
I
know.
understand, the deal can be like 25 to 30 million.
Yeah, I think he's worked with Antonio Conte before, so maybe Conte has a plan for him. Finally, they are about to get a team for Romelu. I don't know why Roma didn't sign him, but maybe it's just not working out with Roma. So he going to Napoli is also a cool deal for Napoli. They can just ship out Victor Osimhen and take a higher fee and maybe use about one third of it for the signing of Romelu Lukaku. For me, having Kvaratskhelia who will do the assist for Lukaku. Lukaku is not a ball playing center forward. He just in the box, bring the ball out, score. Yeah, he will just be in the center of the penalty box, and maybe let's hope and see if he will just give the Napoli the goals. For me, Romelu Lukaku going back to Napoli. Well, let's wait and see. Maybe Conte knows how to use him.
Maybe Conte know how to use him. Maybe he will bring Lukaku back as well because
Yeah,
we've not
sure.
seen Lukaku that much aside from the Euro qualification where he topped the goals for sure. And in the Euros, we didn't see him that much as we expected as well. So,
Yeah.
guys, well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. And if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. And we are going to see you in the next video. And hey, keep your comments coming because United transfer news as well. They have announced the Zigzi signing. Zigzi has been announced for sure, and they are looking forward to announce a Delight as well because they are still on the deal. And still, United are still waiting to hear from Lily as the transfer of Lenny Euro is still hot for sure. They are still optimistic that Lily can still convince the player, and Real Madrid are also still optimistic that the player will not disappoint them as they have already agreed personal terms with the player. So let's see how the player will end up or the decision of the player in the end because the end always justifies the means. Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video.